Surprise, everybody.
Fucking hi.
Surprise.
What's up?
The podcast that's never in person.
We are now.
It's been in person before, but
It's
like
been
I said, the pre-video era, right?
Yeah.
So in this exact same location, the one that my brother was on,
Right.
which
Correct.
was almost a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a hot minute ago.
Speaking of which, this is, I mean, I realize it's not,
The Bone episode.
no, I'm saying I realize it's not time-wise 2-year Annie episode, but we have done 2 years worth of episodes if you wanted to
Absolutely.
listen to them once a week.
Well, shouldn't
Because
it?
we've had some extra eps. Like I think at the end of last year, we gave them some extra eps. There was the Akira
Okay.
episode also. You know,
So we just have we have a third celebration then, like
Yeah.
the actual 2 year.
Yeah.
You got the 2 years worth, right? And then you got 2
right.
years for the listener, 2 years for us, and then we had the 200. Always got to shout out the 200. So
Always.
that's three.
Always.
That's three.
Oh, the 200 is crazy.
Yeah, people
Wait,
weren't ready for it either.
What are we talking about?
We're not. It's not for another 96 episodes. It's not for
I'm
another,
looking forward to it,
I-
brother.
I
another,
mean,
like 2 years.
I'm
into it.
very sorry. I meant the 100
Oh,
episode.
oh.
Yeah.
People weren't ready for it.
Yeah, you gotta have.
We're
to,
not ready for
You're
it.
gonna have to forgive me. You know,
We got
I
letters,
won't.
literally physical
On some-
letters that said we weren't ready for it.
We were not prepared.
Yeah.
We were not prepared for this.
No.
When is the actual 2 year though?
October. Let's see. If I go into my Spotify, you can just go right to it. Probably.
2 year Annie of the first step drop.
I'm gonna guess October 19th, 2019.
It's a good. Yeah, it's a good
That's
like
wild, actually.
pre COVID.
Pre-com.
It was actually October 13th, 2019. Episode number 1, our first episode.
Crazy.
Yeah. How about that?
That's fucked up, you know?
Yeah.
And I like this because the more we kind of underline all that, the more it plants in the people's audience that you've already invested time with us, and sooner or later you'll become a full prisoner of our lives. You will have to keep up with us no matter what you do.
We
You
already
have every
own
week.
you, essentially.
We already own your soul. All right, you're gonna feel lonely without us.
You're going to meet us in purgatory. That's how that's going to work.
Yeah, and then hell, because that's.
That's where we're all going.
Imagine being in purgatory and then going to hell. Why not just go straight to hell?
Just take me there, dude.
They gotta do a background check on you in purgatory
process,
to
brother.
make sure you should go to hell.
No. The thing is, when you go to purgatory, you're guaranteed to go to heaven after, but you just might be there for
Oh,
what
that's
feels
true.
like an eternity. You just gotta, you
Yeah,
gotta atone.
right.
You gotta atone for your sins there.
So made up. Well, it's actually it feels like an eternity,
But it's
in
time
universe
doesn't
663, heaven is actually a mega city. It's just completely made up. Just completely made up. Who made this up?
Just not there.
Actually, before you go into heaven, you go into a waiting room. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, actually, it's basically just the DMV.
I'm like Cypher in the Matrix. Like, I don't want to remember nothing. Nothing. Like, just wipe it. Wipe it. Make me energy dust. I'm good.
Yeah, just
Make another person. I don't need to.
yeah, just go ahead and write over it.
Use my vibe to make another person.
Right.
You know?
My
gotta take
atoms.
it.
Right.
and just
Take
put it
it.
to someone else.
You take it, you distill it, and then you make something else with it.
What are you gonna want to do? Is you're gonna want to take it and put it in a jar, let it steam.
Right. You
And then
take, you put a little
afterwards-
piece of wax paper, you hammer this shit, hit the chicken breast nice and flat.
Yeah.
Submerge it in
So
a
you
bath
get
of
all that
Dookie
surface area.
sauce.
Yeah, we were joking about the Dookie Smurf Sauce Corporation making a line of protein bars called Dookie Crunch. Dookie Crunch. Yeah, and it's just a Smurf who talks like that. That's the spokesperson. Dookie Smurf bars.
Double the crunch. Yeah.
Yeah, but holy shit, we're in person, dude.
Yeah, dude. This is just a development that happened.
Yeah, man.
This is the stars aligning.
Yeah, it was not foreseen that this would happen until
Imagine if
24
we end
hours.
up. Imagine
or
if
48 hours ago.
our lives, the rivers of our lives, combine into one mighty stream, and we all do
stream
this
smaller?
every week. We end up actually doing this
Mighty
every
rivers.
week.
That's just what's going to happen eventually. We just got to let time pass. It's the only
Right.
problem. It's the only obstacle is time.
Right.
All we have is time, but it's also our biggest obstacle.
All we have is time, but we also don't have any time really.
Yeah.
Time is an ally and an obstacle.
I'm actually-
We will overcome it.
Time is but an ally and an obstacle.
Sit
Dash,
alert.
woke and Boke. Yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, so by the way, flew here, as did Tony.
Yeah. I live here.
This is getting posted,
it.
later, so I can talk about this. It's not like my dad's going to see this. But my dad's on a little, if you're Catholic, you may know what a retreat is.
Ah, yes.
And there's a special moment or segment of the
Culmination.
retreat where your family shows up. And I'm doing kind of this instead of Thanksgiving just because flights are cheaper. And it's actually kind of a nicer time to come in, to be quite frank.
It's a better vibe.
And the dude was just going to be alone for a week after this retreat sesh. So I'm going to post with him. I'm going to show up, surprise him tonight. And then I'm going to be hanging out with him.
Wait, does he know you're in town?
No.
Not even. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
He knows
about-
not.
You.
That's what I was telling you about. That's why I was talking about
Absolutely.
Like,
Yeah, that
yeah,
even
don't
more
talk
so
about
now.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Even if he did know you're
That's
coming
why,
to
yeah. Last week I was like, yeah, because Connor, you're going to be
Right.
exactly where you are, not going anywhere at all.
right.
Because he listens on occasion.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because he's a cool dad.
supportive. of the
But
pod.
yeah, mad supportive. Yeah.
But yeah,
and
it's
I'm
the
like homies
context.
with my dad, so it'll be fun.
He's the dude.
Neat guy.
He's gonna probably laugh his ass off when he sees me. He's probably gonna
Yeah,
be
absolutely.
like really happy and really caught off guard, and it's gonna be funny.
It's crazy. I was trying to surprise my dad too. So I flew in. I left Houston at 8 last night. I was like, Connor, I'm heading out. Pick me up at 10:15, and I arrive at 10. I'm like, I'm here, and then I'm just chilling. And then an hour goes by, and I'm like, this dude's not coming to get me. And so I had to call my dad, who was I was trying to surprise, because he had
Which
actually
he had already, by the way, had several pipes of the finest pipe weed in this house. At that time. It was that like
South Farling.
the South Farlings. He had imbibed a lot of the finest pipe weed from there already.
But yeah, so I had to be like, surprise, I'm here. Come get me from the airport at midnight, or no, I guess 11. But it's really funny because like I was sitting there and I was like kind of steamed. I was like, I cannot believe Connor fell asleep instead of coming to get me. But it turned out to be the best possible. Like, besides you waking up on time, you overslept your alarm by an hour. But by doing that, you had the energy to then hang out for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Whereas if you hadn't napped, we probably would have got to my house at like midnight and you would have passed out, if not maybe a little earlier.
You see how God works, folks?
Because we're all running on like no sleep right now.
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm good.
Yeah. I'm bouncing back.
I got a
actually.
hard zonk sesh late yesterday.
Yeah, it was clearly deep. It was a deep
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened. I swear to God, my phone had an alarm set for 9:30 and it was next to my head. There's
Shit
a dresser like right next to my head where I was sleeping, and it was right there.
Yeah.
Maybe like I slept walk, turned it off or something. I don't know
Yeah.
what the fuck happened, but I
mean,
woke
I've
up at
turned-
11:15. I was like, oh, I feel great. And then I was like, I was like, fuck. It was like,
yeah. You
it was
woke
just
up
like
exactly
a
when I got
line
off
of
work.
text. I was like, God damn it.
it's like bruh.
Yeah, you woke up like as soon, like the moment I got off work, so I was like, right on. This lines up
Yeah.
perfectly.
It's
But,
spooky how well that lined up. And
but it's really funny when you zonk like mid hangout because like we were just watching SpongeBob the other night, and you just like you passed out, and like the best part about trying to get your attention is like you'll just go, yo, like 6 times, and then on the 7th you'll just like pop up and just be like, oh, dude, I'm not even asleep. I'm perfectly. I've been awake. this
yeah,
whole
I had a
time.
vague memory of being like shook and awake, but I don't even really remember that.
Yeah, because like once if you hit like 6 or so like quick yells, you just gotta give them the, and then that's when you just like,
My dad does
what's up?
that
I
shit.
wasn't even asleep.
What's up, huh? You know, that type of shit.
No, but it was legendary because you were just like quick. I was like, holy shit! You
Yeah.
just went in for the dap, and then you had better aim than I did. I was like,
I don't know
okay.
why. Like this feels like a vacation and work at the same time for some reason. I don't know why. Like, I think I'm a little too stressed about it.
About what?
I don't know. Just like, I think the excitement of surprising my dad is like giving me anxiety, maybe. And just like, I don't know. The fact that it's like,
You're just going to get there. It's like, I knew it.
we're linking usually pretty late, and I don't know. I'm just trying to maximize the time because you're only here till Monday, and I don't know. But I'm having a good time, and we got plenty of time after this to just kind of do whatever.
Yeah, beautiful day.
This is the most active I've been in like a month. So
Right.
I'm just like, I'm going.
Dude, let's
Like,
I'm saying tonight we do something. We
get up to trouble.
We get up to some kind of,
true blay.
we do something.
Yeah.
That has to happen. I
a
got
good
to
idea.
be at a mass at 10 a.m. tomorrow, but I don't think that.
I mean, you just got to be up by.
I just say we sesh at my house,
yeah.
and then wherever it is, it's probably closest to.
Because
if
I'll
it's
be right there too.
Because if it's just like the parish, then I'm fucking a 5-minute drive from that. So
Could we swing through Diane's for some ping pong or anything like that?
She has a large event going on this evening.
that's
actually.
a fact, actually.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's been stressing over that. So
Got you.
yeah, so I'm just kind of like, all right, here you go. I'm gonna fuck off until.
But we could
Till
like
later.
do something like get takeout and chill in my
Wings
back
at-
patio
For sure.
and watch, Squid Game or anything else.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, my experience here was a little hectic as well. My flight, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It got delayed about 30 minutes, but I don't understand why like you can watch a basketball game and have a score update instantaneously when someone scores 1 point. You have it a millisecond. If you refresh, the point is refreshed.
Yeah.
They can't refresh a goddamn gate number. And they have satellites and air traffic control. Are you fucking kidding
People
me?
whose jobs are to direct the plane.
Your fucking app says a different number than the gate that it's at. So I showed up and what is this
Is it
text?
Southwest?
Hi, it's Verizon. You're eligible. Shut. Oh, wait,
Fuck.
I can get an iPhone 13 when you trade it? Okay, whatever.
Check the validity of that, and we'll get back
Suck
to
my
it.
dick, dude. Verizon, not you. And it's like, holy
Offended.
shit, I get to the airport, the fucking app says gate 57. It's at gate 56. It's like, I go there, it's like gate 57 says Chicago.
Wait, is that the one
And I'm
right
like,
next
what
to
the
it?
fuck? And they're like, actually, St. Louis is right over there. Go over to St. Louis. And then they're like, actually, St. Louis is back over there again. And it's like, it's none of this is reflecting on the shit. So anyways, that's just stressful. But it is really crazy how like just chaotically just it's a free for all at an airport. It really is. Like there was a flight to Chicago which got delayed 3 times, which was at the gate that I eventually got on my plane at. Got delayed 3 times and then got canceled, and then there's a line of 40 people waiting to get an answer of how to rebook it, this, that, third. And as I'm waiting in line boarding, there's a guy like, this flight was delayed 3 times. If I would have known it was going to get canceled, I would have left by now. And you're just walking finally onto your flight you've been waiting for forever. And this guy's just his day is shit now.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy how brutal the airline flying system is. Then we get on the plane, everyone gets seated, which I love how there's never a problem when you're getting on the plane, when you're getting seated. It's always when you're literally ready to take off.
Yeah.
And they're like, boom. So there's a hurricane in the middle of Arkansas right now. We got to make sure we don't fly directly through the eye of that bitch. So we're either going to take off in 15 minutes or all of you are getting off the plane. Everyone's like, it just becomes the last scene of The Dark Knight where everyone's just like, should we do it? Should we kill all of them? Like, and then they were like, all right, we're taking off. Everyone's like, whoa! Like everyone's like, life is saved by that.
It's like,
It's brutal.
folks, there is an entire African elephant in front of the back wheel. So
the tarmac?
we're going to wait for him to accept the peanut bribe and get out of the way.
Air traffic control just got a mysterious letter from Osama bin Laden. It may be fake, but they have to verify it for.
Ding dong. Yeah, actually, we found a dead goose in one of the engines, so we're gonna be here for about 16 hours. Hang tight.
Somebody,
Hey, folks, there's a loose goose in the plane.
somebody jammed the engine full of Dookie Smurf sauce. It's not gonna run tonight.
There's an extra thick coating of Dookie sauce on the plane engine right now. We gotta wait for that to cool down.
We actually got a dead wheel on the beverage cart, so we need to get a technician union guy in here to fix that. It'll take about 6 hours. Thanks.
Yeah. But anyways, we're here now. We're filming this bitch. You know, Max, how's your week been? You just popped up. You fucking
Busy.
popped. I got here Thursday. Max just popped up. And then we hung. We hung
Popped
out.
up, dude. Yeah. No,
Every
it's-
night, so, you know, why am I stressing? Because every night so far has been so fun.
Because here's the thing, man. Is like I know that you were stressing because I've got work a lot, but dude, here's the thing. I'm in this. Like I'm going to work, and then as soon as I'm done, I'm back in.
Right.
I'm
Right.
tapping back
Tapping
in.
out, tapping
and
back in.
as it's been, it's lined up anyway.
Dude,
You
yes.
know?
And also, we sesh like programmers in crunch time.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
We're like, no sleep needed.
No. Yeah, we were up till 4 a.m. Up till 4 a.m. just
And it's like
talking
Watching
shit
Squid
last
Games.
night.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, and Squid Games, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, that is,
I remember that very clearly.
Yeah.
know,
Max will tell you all
I
about
will
it.
tell you every glaring detail about that program
Yeah.
because I was very conscious for it. But yeah, so Tony,
Yeah, Tony, tell us some
how was your flight experience?
my flight was
getting in?
was perfectly fine.
Well,
No
give us the
problems this
fine
time.
details we really want to hear about.
Hey,
it.
Tony, was there any turbulence on the flight?
No, it was really smooth. You know, the only
What beverage did you get from the beverage cart that was
I
working?
pass on those every time because I have my giant ass water bottle. Pass on the peanuts too. That shit's gross.
Wait a second, Tony, shut the fuck up real quick.
Thank you.
I
It was
was-
making me mad.
I was like half done.
Just nostril contact on the mic. I love how loud I can get this shit too.
Yeah, it's for sure.
I
Like,
can really just
it's blasting my eardrums.
I don't have to have any control of the volume of my voice whatsoever. I definitely need one. And this is
Never
a
had, never
fat
will.
fucking, I don't know what, I mean, this is nice. Anyways, I forgot something.
What?
Forgot to introduce the podcast.
Brother, don't do that. Again,
Well,
ever.
Halo is
Not
going to do
you,
that
him.
in the sound. Ladies and gentlemen, it is
Thursday, September 30th, 2021.
welcome to another episode, an in-person episode of Woken Boke.
Yeah, right in my fucking ears.
Right in the audience's ears too,
Fully.
goddammit.
Let's go.
Just fully deaf now.
Episode 10 motherfucking 4. That's right. 2 years worth of eps. You fucking worms. I'm just kidding. To be exact, I am in the middle of the screen, and my name is Connor Boyd. You may know me from places like TikTok, X videos, Twitter, other places. I'm just a chilling guy who likes to hang, and these are my two bestest buds, literally bestest buds. And we sesh together every week on Zoom usually, but we're in person now, and smoke some weed and catch up on all the stuff we enjoy talking about. And I'm joined by them every week, as always. And we're all from the great gateway to the west, St. Louis, Missouri,
It's true.
the beautiful Midwest river town. We're here right now. We're in the, kind of industrial district, almost, you could say. Or
We're in a
one
sector.
of them. I mean, this town is a big factory town.
Abandoned
as you can
factory
imagine.
town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like most of the Midwest.
We don't do shit here anymore now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a cool vibe because there's like really old, nice houses from the 30s by Forest Park. And then there's like a ton of like old ass fucking factories,
Oh yeah,
which
A
is
ton
kind of
them.
dope.
Yeah, because then they get repurposed into buildings as this.
This gentleman to my right, your left, is none other than the craziest madman drummer of the Missouri region, Max Sansa, is on the show today in person. Max, what the fuck?
What up?
What's the word?
I've got a lot of chemicals floating through my system right now. I'm feeling good. A lot of
Whale brine.
A lot of comicals.
A lot of chemicals.
I got a lot of comicals.
Got a lot of chemicals going on in here. But yeah, I'm chilling, man. It's good to be here. I'm glad that we're doing this right now.
I am. This is my happy place right here.
Yeah.
Gotta be honest.
Yeah.
Session with the fellows over a potty. Nothing is better, folks. To my left, your right, is the
man himself.
the most in shape Woke and Boke member by a good margin.
Yeah.
The one, the only Antonio Heriopo.
Yo.
Tony, how the frickle frack are you, my friend?
I'm just coasting right now.
I'm coasting.
Boasting.
Got in.
Coasting and boasting, and the champagne is toasting. I'll tell you that.
Marshmallows are roasting.
Absolutely.
I like in the past 12 hours, put down a fat Chick-fil-A meal.
Beautiful.
Got home,
Wow.
put down like 7 beers, a whole Emo's pizza.
Tony's
and
meal
it's-
log.
and
This
it's
is how
just-
Tony reports like
Reports
his
his-
days. I don't know why. No one asks him to list off his daily intake.
It's getting.
I'm sorry. Let me
getting
build
to
you
the-
up. Let me
it's
get you
getting
built
to the
up.
point that
Right.
it's all just like funneling through me and just coming
Right.
out in dookie piles, and then on top,
shit.
Yeah.
of all the other stuff we've been doing, with like probably 4 hours of semi sleep last night because we were up till 4.
And you slept
Very
in your
loose sleep.
sister's like fucking like Stuart Little bed. You look like a
Yeah,
tiny
she was
person
gone.
in that
Let's
huge ass
make
bed.
that clear. She doesn't live there anymore.
No,
yeah.
he was spooning his younger sister.
Yes, Emma, if you ever hear this, I'm sorry, but it's very sweaty right now. I left a puddle.
Yeah, and
'cause-
he was doing, as he described to me, I think really the first thing he said to me today is, I've been doing diarrhea farts in this all night. So, just letting you know, that's
I was
what's going on.
I left
Dookie
an essence
diarrhea farts
in
was
there.
the term.
Dookie diarrhea.
It's not
Dookie
necessarily
diarrhea dust. Leaving that in the bed.
It's a bit of a coating.
Just like Emma, I'm back in Texas, but I just want to let you know before you go to sleep ever again in your bed, I left a lot of Dookie diarrhea dust.
When you come home to visit mom and dad, and
Yeah.
you go to sleep in your own bed,
It'll just kind of settled.
You may want to get the Dookie diarrhea dust detector out. Make sure the levels are safe.
Jesus.
But yeah, because
But yeah, you drank 7 beers.
which
We've
I don't,
smoked
I
weed
don't
many
ever,
times.
I don't drink ever, so that kind of hit me pretty hard, and so no sleep, and then I just crushed like 500 milligrams of caffeine. So
Milligams.
I'm
Milligams.
and I'm like
Milligams.
jittering from that, and then
Uh-huh.
I'm just like energized, but also naturally my body is tired because of like having no sleep. So I'm just kind of like in a metaphysical state.
I think maybe you should drink a lot of water and take a nap today.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. Like when
Yeah.
you go chill with your dad, I'm probably just going to crash hard.
Okay, don't pull a me though,
Well, I mean, you're gonna come back and wake me up, right?
and come on your face. Yeah. come on your face,
Throw some Dookie's
we'll-
Murph sauce to wake me up.
and we'll come out.
Yeah, I just realized I only have to mix one band today. So for the next 2, I'm probably just going to go into the office and pass out.
Oh, very nice.
That's fire.
Just do that.
Very nice.
But yeah, guys, every week we get together, we catch up on a series of topics, usually video games, current events, movies, music, manga, sometimes TV, that type of shit.
Blanca from
Subscribe
Street
to us on YouTube. I'm gonna say this every episode because why not? Not that y'all are really gonna do this, but you might as well say it. Hey, give us a sub on YouTube if you're listening on Spotify. We have less than 500 subs on YouTube, and I think still 1,700 followers on Spotify. Would love if there was some crossover there. Would appreciate a sub. Don't even have to watch the videos. Liking them is better than even watching them, frankly.
Even disliking, I've heard, is good for the algorithm.
Wow, good
Yeah.
for the
Young algo.
algorithm. But
Don't
yeah,
dislike it,
man,
though,
you can click the link in the bio to join our Discord. We have a Twitter at Welcome Boke Pod and Instagram at Welcome Boke Podcast. And I mean, we could go over emails too. We have an email wokeinboke.podcast@gmail.com.
We do have that.
And it's spelled WOKENBOKE podcast@gmail.com. So reach out to us, questions, comments, suggestions, anything, because we love all of you who listen, because this is kind of like a cool little private club, even though it's free to openly join and enjoy. But it's been cool being on the Discord recently and just kind of like playing Apex with some people and them just being like, yeah, dude, I've been listening for a couple months. It's like, damn, all right, we keep getting new listeners that are actually staying. So
much appreciated.
Like, I cannot underline this enough, and I mean it. Like, we literally do this because it's fun. And and when people stay, that's dope. So welcome to the show. This is literally it. So
we love you.
We do. We really do.
And
But yeah.
But yeah, what's on the docket? What do you got?
I was just about to say, if you guys want to get into,
we could launch a topic. We could
to get into some of these
squares. We could
some of these situations. One thing I wanted to bring up. Let's get into some video games. This is video game related. It's not about a video game, but I've been like during lunch just watching Nick Merck's videos, and this guy like started off playing Gears of War, then played Call of Duty. And then Fortnite, and then Call of Duty, and now he's playing Apex.
Nice.
Which is really cool to me. Like, I love professional gamers or streamers that are able to just kind of go into different games and still be filthy at them. Like, that's really cool to me. Yeah. There's a guy named Eric Triceps that's also the same way. He plays Valorant, Counter-Strike, Fortnite, and he's just like a flicking monster at all of them. But Nick Merckx, I've just been watching his Apex videos, and it's really interesting because, like, and I'm getting to something through all this. He's
better be.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, I know. He's like, he's was a big Warzone head, like really influential Warzone streamer and content creator, especially when it comes to the meta and shit like that. He would always land at Superstore, kind of had his own swag with the Warzone thing, and obviously he's super popular. But then to make the switch to Apex, because he's just having more fun, and as he describes it, it fucking, what's the point of being a professional gamer if you're not having fun? Like, it's the coolest job in the world to some degree.
Right.
And then it's also like, so I've been watching him a lot. It's just easy content to consume during a lunch at work or whatever. But it's interesting because there's a really like kind of reactionary conservative streak in him too. Like he's kind of like,
yeah, it sneaks up.
He's like, yeah, man, I love the beach. That's why I had to move out of my home in Michigan where I made a $300,000 gaming studio and just live in Florida instead, different home. And it's like, how much is this guy worth? Because also this week he put out a fucking video. This dude rented like a AAA baseball stadium to host a fucking M-Fam barbecue.
Jesus fuck.
Which was like a ticketed event where there's like cash prize games and shit.
Wasn't that the
and like food and
Tim the Tap Man that you're talking about?
He went to that.
Was that? Okay,
but
yeah.
Tim the Tap Man wants to do the Tim the Tap Man tailgate. Which I'm like annoyed by Tim the Tap Man. I don't know what it is. Bald? Maybe it's my natural distaste for other gingers, but I mean, I don't know. There's something. I mean, he seems chill, but
you want to fight him now.
He kind of has like that screaming on Xbox Live kind of like, the person I'm kind of talking about type vibe.
Yeah.
A chubby lad we knew growing up. That kind of vibe.
Yes.
It's kind of that vibe.
Right, but grown up and a little more.
And I'm not
in
always
shape.
just like trying to like watch a 30-year-old man behave like that. But
no.
Yeah, like this dude is rich as hell, Nick Merckx.
Yeah,
he put on this event. It's sponsored by like fucking Cash App or something. I don't know what but like the amount of people that came and made a whole highlight video. There's like other streamers like, hey guys, thanks for coming. Thanks for having me. And Nick Merckx, you're the best. Like, this is crazy. You're the cool. Like, really wild. It cost $500,000.
Wow. To rent?
For just the event.
Beautiful.
In total.
So he makes millions a year probably then.
I would probably say 8 figures a year.
Right, yeah.
8 figures a year.
Maybe.
No.
He's going to sign it. He signed a deal that's probably with YouTube. I don't know what I'm assuming we'll get a figure on that deal.
That's passive income.
He might be worth 8-9 figures. I don't fucking know, because who spends $500,000 on a barbecue?
Right, there's no profit from that.
I did that last week.
Or do people have to pay to get in? Or like
imagine spending, how much money would you have to make to spend $50,000 on a barbecue? Probably a couple $100,000 a year.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
Right? So he's probably making at least 10, 20 mil a year, maybe.
I don't think. I mean, that would be insane.
Maybe not that much.
Let's
Maybe like a
confirm
couple
these numbers.
a couple mil a year. Maybe I'm trying to figure out the ratio here.
I feel like I wouldn't be blowing $50K on a party unless I was making at least seven
figures. Yeah. Okay, so maybe he is making eight
Couple
figs.
million.
Figs a year, or maybe a couple million.
Well, you forget that
But
like
500,000 is $500,000. I mean, you're gonna spend if you're making $3 million, you're gonna spend a sixth of your annual earnings on a fucking barbecue.
Probably did it as a business.
Net worth of $9 million.
He has a net worth of $9 million, but maybe he signed that big ass deal and now he's worth $100 million.
Yeah,
because some of these media people, I'm telling you, they get these deals that are insane. It's like it's the new television. I'm telling you, because he's got like 4 million subscribers. He's one of the most sub people on fucking Twitch.
Yeah,
it's absurd, folks.
No, I mean, he's like if whoever's going to be at the top of this new wave of entertainment, that it's not new anymore, but streaming.
Oh yeah, it's legacy at this point. Yeah, YouTube's legacy at this point.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's almost been 20 years, dude.
Yeah. And so he's on the top of that.
Was it with you or him that we were watching the oldest videos?
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah. 14-year-old video of me at the zoo.
Yeah.
Just looking up literally, you can look up the first like 10 videos that were ever uploaded to YouTube because they were uploaded within like 18 hours of each other. Like there was not a lot of videos on there. It was just like completely random.
Yeah, literally, like you could have watched it over the course of a couple days of just going from one video on the website to 10 videos on the website.
Right.
Like it took several days
for that to
hit
almost like a week almost.
Yeah.
Like
now it's like millions of hours a day.
I don't know what they do with
a second.
I don't know what they do with all that content.
It's like the Google of video. I mean, it's like everything's on fucking YouTube.
I mean, there's AI produced content. You know, there's just robots making content. You know,
I mean, there's just
probably billions of
hours. That baby shark shit has like 100 billion views. I mean, it's like it's absurd, dude. Like
the kids shit is insane.
The kid shit is on another level. The guap you're getting from that, from an advertiser standpoint.
Fuck.
But I thought
you can't, fucking kidding me?
But you can't advertise
it's the most
to kids anymore.
shit ever. What?
You can't advertise to kids anymore. I thought that was the whole thing. The COPPA shit. Like you can't have ads if it's a video for kids because you can't. You know, people were pissed that.
Yeah,
we were,
I guess so. I guess you're right.
But I mean, it's still got to be a grift because that shit's still getting made. Like, there's got to be a grift.
I wonder if it is.
Yeah.
Because like there was like the big thing was this kid's like toy review channel, and he was like the biggest toy reviewer. But it's like clearly kids content, so I think that like
it
just got cut off. Yeah, but I don't know if it did or not. I wonder if all that like fell through, and people are still somehow swerving the law and like advertising to kids or like
now
figuring
it's
out a
probably
way.
just brand deals.
Right, he probably gets. Well, yeah, I guess that would make sense.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's what all like the pods do and stuff like that. That like H3, they have like, dude, they list out. They do. All right, we got to do our ads, and they'll do like 10 ads. I mean, it's insane.
Just skip them.
At a certain point, it's like, really, you're gonna put in fucking 30 minutes of ads to your podcast? It's like,
but I mean,
it is also the easiest thing to skip.
Of course, but it's like,
it's also,
unless it's live, they do it live though.
It's still a vibe though.
No, yeah, and then it's really funny because he like fucking, you know, he's got, you know, his speech impediment and all this kind of, and he just like botches the ads on purpose though. Like he isn't, you know.
Of course, have fun with them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Fucking but they'll get like ads for like Bud Light and shit like literally just the biggest ad. Like pretty much
they're
just
a fucking TV show, goddammit.
Hi, I'm Max Sands. I'm here for huge balls today.
I'm here for coming on your face.
I'm here for Pulling Hair Incorporated.
There was a guy that joined my team at work recently that like we've been just kind of having a weekly call just to, I don't know, connect, I guess. He's new and he lives in London.
London
or not
town.
London, but he lives in the
foggy London town.
UK, Great Britain.
It's all the same.
And this dude, I might need to grab some water at some point. I'm talking like a mother. Can I actually get a slurp of that?
Sure, ski.
COVID, we vaxxed out here. Yeah, he was going all. This dude randomly revealed that he is a hardcore gamer, like almost more than I think more. Honestly, like an early, like a somewhat tenured PC gamer, like the type that's played a lot, you know.
Who's in on it?
Because he was telling me, first of all, this is a small thing. He was telling me, we were just talking about video games. We were talking about how like GTA 5 is just crazy. You know, how
it's almost untouchable.
It's just still like the third most streamed game on Twitch. It's literally, I didn't know this. It is literally, in terms of piece of media that you can sell, it's literally the most profitable single piece of any media.
Really?
Including any piece of artwork,
no
film,
shit.
anything. It's the most profitable piece of media in history.
Holy
Wow.
I just gotta look
Because
at the
of how
number
much
on
it's
this.
like still like because it's so prominent on
check me
streaming.
on that. What?
I just gotta look at the number on that.
I mean, from when it came out to now is also like the boom of streaming. You know,
Big time. I remember when it came out and the Epic Mealtime guy was doing like he tried to get his own Let's Play show going, and it was
Wow.
them. It was them taking turns trying to hijack the plane in the military base. And they had videos of other PS4 games that they were playing. I think it was like a tie-in with the PS4 rollout.
My
Dude,
roommate.
yeah.
Well, yeah, what's the number over there?
As of this was in 2018. Okay. So 2018.
A time in the
Six-
past. Yeah.
$1 billion
In profit?
in,
Or just-
in revenue.
Wow.
90 million units sold.
That's like if you took an Avatar and tripled it.
Yeah, dude.
Um,
No, I think Avatar
Or
was like
doubled it.
$5 billion. It's
really?
close, but like, dude, but now, I mean,
Oh.
after three more years, I can only imagine they'd probably fucking pump that up another billy,
Probably. If not more so. Because they have a ton of DLC. There's like
especially
I
with the
think
streaming boom.
there's like I think dude said there's like 30 DLCs for GTA
It's
5 or
insane.
something. Or he said like 8 or I don't know. It was some insane amount and they're all like $30. They're all like
Yeah.
worth half a game.
right. So
Which
it's
is crazy.
So it's like, kind of like, I guess kind of like that Miles Morales like add on to Spider-Man level where
Yeah.
it's like a bunch of new shit. Like I don't know what they're
But the
what they're
quality
Oh, he
offering.
brought
Mechanics are the
that up
same.
because he was talking about he was on his lunch break or something, or he had the other day played Red Dead 2, and so we were talking about Rockstar because he was like, and he's like Red Dead Revolver, Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh, fantastic! I mean, that's not how he talks. If you're listening to this, but which he definitely isn't. But yeah, that was funny. And then he started talking to me. So he started talking about his experience hardcore, militantly, organizationally, consistently, like seriously playing the game DayZ. Do you know anything about this?
Yeah.
Dude took me through, he had an organization that was like a 25 person. So DayZ is a mod of Arma 3, which is a mil sim shooter.
Yep.
Which means it is the most granular, detailed, like mil sim game ever made. Literally, if you're a medic, you have to have the right blood type for people. If you don't switch bandages, you'll get blood poisoned and die. If you die, you lose all your loot. You can work on a character for like 60 days and lose all of your loot. If you die, you respawn like an hour and a half away from where you are sometimes. The server only resets every 3 months, so it's a constant game. It's just constantly going. And so he had a very militant group of people that, basically were a faction in this game, and took me through how they like guarded their base, how they went on raids, how they would join servers and fuck people up and have people recruit them, almost like Imperial, like almost like an empire. They even tried to join one server and they literally just told them no because we know about you guys.
Oh wow.
Like he was
shit.
telling me all this shit and it sounds really dope. And he is like an expert at the game, goddammit. Like it's
That sounds
insane.
like it's got to be like a full-time job.
Dude, he
to a
knows.
point.
It's like you could be an actual gun master. You could be an actual quartermaster. He was like, he like shows people what he knows, every kind of ammo in the game. He knows every attachment in the game, and like
Time well spent.
he was telling me about like how they have a fixed uniform. They had a Discord going. Sometimes they have notifications on their phone if a tripwire goes off around their base, so they can get
Damn.
online and defend themselves.
Can they get on mobile or they have to like rush home and get on that shit?
No, you got to rush home, and half the like squad is in America, so they have people patrolling the base 24/7 on the server. Like,
Oh, wow.
you can just absolutely go insane. So I just thought that was really cool. DayZ, if you guys play it, tell us about it. Tell
Yeah.
us what you do, because it seems like you just have an insane amount of freedom to just do whatever. You can
Just
literally
wreck fools.
just fix cars and sell them in the game for a
Wild.
business.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, imagine it's just got a fucking whole ecosystem to
it's
it.
like literally a small ecosystem in every server. So, and the island is like 200 square kilometers real space.
Wow.
So it's like it takes an hour and a half
To
to get from
scale
the southern shore where you spawn to like the northeast tip. So
By walking?
yeah, and then there's mods.
Crazy.
There's a full on Star Wars mod. Literally ATT walkers,
Damn.
lasers, skins, the whole skin. This
Dude.
motherfucker's fucked up right now. This dude's on like 40 battery right now, but it's all good.
I've been playing as Sasuke in fucking Sekiro because like
No
you
way.
you can change out the fucking character models.
That's dope.
Yeah, dude. There's like you can be like you can be Cloud, you can be Sephiroth.
Dude, do you have like the Buster sword or the busting sword?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
what-
You get
wait,
the
and-
Buster
and
sword. You
what
can get a
game?
lightsaber. You can be Darth Maul.
What game?
You're
are
fucking kidding me.
No, I'm not.
Oh, I might get the game literally just to play it as Darth Maul.
Oh,
you
dude.
talking about the same game? You play-
Sekiro.
Oh, well, that's the name of
But
the
like
game?
Yeah.
Oh,
you
okay.
got it. But then if it was Darth Maul, you'd have to have like a slightly different character animation.
I thought you were saying Sakura
Or is
for,
it just
for
a skin
Naruto.
over it?
Oh no,
That's
yeah.
why
I was playing as Sasuke. The
Sasuke. Okay.
Sasuke,
Sasuke
In a
Uchiha.
game called Sekira.
Sekiro.
Sekiro.
Okay.
Yes.
Devils die twice or something like that.
Shadows.
Shadows die twice.
There it is. Great game. But yeah, you could. Yeah, but it's the same animations. It just changes the texture of your person of the character model, and then it gives you a different weapon. You can get his double saber. I don't know the mechanics of it or how he uses it, but
That's dope.
that's the next one I'm trying out. Yeah,
That's really
It's
dope.
pretty neat, honestly.
Is that a From Software game?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was inspired by them, but no, it's
No, it's fully them.
actually
That they bodied that one. But anyway,
yeah, that game seems fucking
mods
cool.
are cool. Mods are dope. I just need
Yeah.
to get more into it.
Yeah, I tried to play New Vegas, and then a million people asked me, and then also assured me that it was really important that I mod the game, and I was just like, "Damn, that became really unfun instantly." I was like,
Did you mod the game or just the
No.
idea of it?
the idea of it, and then I was like only streaming it, and I haven't touched it again. But New Vegas is a cool ass game.
Yeah.
Dude, I was watching a stream of Stone Mountain 64.
Yeah.
And he was playing I guess
You
the
might
beta-
want to try and get more on this.
Yeah.
he was
get-
playing
get in it.
the Halo beta, and it was only one map that I saw. The
pissed.
gameplay like looked fun, even though they added the sprint. Like it didn't seem like it was straying too far from Halo, so I'm a little less worried about that. But like the map, it was just one of those kind of boring fucking industrial like
Yeah.
ramp fucking into a like
Yeah,
little
just kind of
hallway.
like what's that map with the giant wheel in the middle?
Oh, Zanzibar or Last Resort.
Last Resort. I feel like that's a lot of Halo Max just left.
But that no, he had to go to the bathroom.
That's a lot of like Halo aesthetic. Is that Last Resort just industrial garage bullshit?
Yeah, well, or like more space, like inside a spaceship too. Like
True, yeah.
But yeah, either one. But at least that one has something that makes it like its own thing. The
dynamic
giant
and
ass wheel.
interesting,
It's
yeah.
like a cool. And then there's the wall. It's like completely asymmetrical.
It's a weird ass map.
Yeah.
Wait, and like
that's
for
a
the
good
Halo
map.
walking speed, it's insanely spread out.
Right, and I think that's
weird.
I love that map. Like I think it's got its own.
It's a
kinda,
very fun 8v8 map.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
amazing
definitely.
for that.
Or like a free for all too.
That could be
Like a
funny,
lone wolf.
too.
Yeah. But this one was just like, just ramps and hallways, and like it didn't have anything that made it look like anything more than like something you could make in Foundry. Is that what it's
Right.
called? Foundry?
No, yeah, Reforge.
Or yeah, but the map.
But
though,
the map Foundry, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's for me. That whole game is really just a we'll see situation. I
Yeah.
have no way to grade it. I'm not like people who think a low poly fucking brute it means the game's gonna be bad. But
Right.
I also don't really have any excitement for it at all. And trust me, if the game was gonna be good, I would be excited for it. So,
So you think it's not going to be good?
well, if I had certainty the game was going to be good, is what I'm saying.
Oh, for
I
sure.
am not certain this time.
Right.
When Halo Reach was coming out, I was certain that game was going to be in fucking incredible. Same with ODST.
Right.
That's why I got excited for Halo games, because it's like you had a developer that you trusted, Valve you trusted, that the game was going to be exciting.
Bungie? You said Valve.
No, I'm just making an example. Like
Oh,
Valve,
okay.
Bungie, back in the day, BioWare. You knew
Right.
their games were going to be Blizzard. Like you knew these games were going to be good because the studio making it
Was good. Yeah.
But it's just a we'll see. I don't see it being a resurgence in the popularity of Halo that they're probably hoping it to be. It just depends what's offered. If you're
Right.
cutting out Forge and co-op, I'm assuming there's a pretty big open world mode. I'm assuming the campaign is huge. I'm assuming the multiplayer is really fleshed out. Let's hope that's the case because I mean,
give me some good maps. Give me some that are like, I mean, there's some insane.
And if the gameplay is good and it's simple and it's a little bit skeletal, if it's good, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If it lacks features, but the gameplay is good as shit, then it doesn't matter as much to me. But like, it's like Halo's been a game for decades, and it doesn't really work when you try to make it new and sexy because that's kind of not the point.
Yeah,
Right.
the point is to have basically a sandbox at your disposal and
It's
a
like-
lot of content to fuck around with.
It's like adding sprint to Counter-Strike. You've essentially changed the game.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So we'll just have to see how that plays out because that affects how the maps are built. And, I would like to see like Guardian and like the Pit and Epitaph. And even though that's like kind of like that.
Just dense maps, not like big fucking sprawling things.
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
a dense but like, intricate.
And unique though, not just the boring
Right.
hallway aesthetic. Like fucking Guardian. Like what is that shit? It's like
It's amazing. It's like you got that
can't even
center platform. The design of it is incredible. The lighting of it with all the like golden energy.
the grav lifts.
Grav lifts is incredible. Like the weapon placement is like literally perfection on that map.
Yeah, you don't even think about it. You're like, what even would this place be?
The way on the center platform, there's like two ways to get off. That's bridge, and then two ways to drop off. It's just genius.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I want
It's
maps like
it's
that.
like literally the best Halo map of all time. It will never be touched.
I would agree. It's up, and other ones up there like the Pit, Valhalla, Blood Gulch.
Like what
That's
was
a top
The Pit
four.
is incredible also.
What was the deal with those two that they added to
Oh my God,
Master
dude.
Chief Collection? Like that was kind of just like a bit
They
sus.
added two like what are the
Fuck that.
What are the old machines called in Halo lore? Like Foundrunner, something.
Forerunners?
Forerunner. They're just Forerunner themed maps, and it's just
Yeah.
like this is so fucking boring.
yeah,
And
there's
they're
just
not
not a lot
good.
going on there.
They're
It's
not good.
fully
They're
symmetrical.
knit goats.
Or not, or yeah. Is that right? Symmetrical.
Mm-hmm.
It pretty much is. Yeah, if you cut it
Yeah.
in half along the bridge, it's two equal sides. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super interesting.
Yeah.
No, they're not very good maps, and they're way too frequent
What's
in the
the other
rotation
one?
when you're matchmaking. But
yeah,
There's another one?
they seem to have dipped a little bit. I haven't gotten them in a while.
yeah, I've been playing Master Chief Collection a lot. But the last thing I want to say about DayZ, he claimed he had 8,000 hours logged on DayZ.
Yeah, that's a full time job right
Which
there.
is like pro Counter-Strike players have like 5,000 hours.
Yeah, that's a mastery level.
But he was telling me in the lockdown, just everyone was available. So
Yeah, that'll happen.
they were just
Yeah.
seshing hard for literally 3 months.
Yeah, that'd do it.
I think I got up to like 26 days played of Warzone or something like that. Or of like Call of Duty.
That's crazy.
Let's do the math.
But
on
like-
that.
Yeah, dude, get us an hour number on that.
A lot of
26
hours.
days, you said?
I mean, I'm pulling that number out of my ass. I think I probably got over 20.
Yeah, that's 625 hours.
Not
It's
too
like,
bad.
isn't that
If it's
crazy?
26
Imagine that
hours.
times like literally
10 and a half.
16 even.
Right. I
Yeah.
played it every night for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine
For the,
triple
like during the quarantine.
like times 16.
I play now
That's
like
how many
2-3
Yeah,
times
he's
a week.
hours
played
he has
it-
logged in DayZ.
13 times more than you've played Warzone. That's how much DayZ.
Like
he's played.
that's insane.
I'm all about numbers these days, man. I'm all
Dude.
about doing the math. Like when you mentioned Uzi standing on his money, I was like, let's do the math on that.
Let's really do, I mean, people forget.
Yeah, I
People
did the
forget.
math on that.
Max is good with math. Max is good
I
with
believe
numbers.
the final number that we came to was about $3.6 million.
Was
Is
that
how much
standing on
Uzi
one
would
foot?
have to be standing on.
Yeah, exactly. To go
Standing
from
on-
5'4" to 6'6".
Standing on one
But
foot
is
or
he
both
really
feet?
5'4"?
Both feet, but I gave him a platform. I didn't just give him like one stack of bills. I think I gave him 12 total stacks. but like
Woven
arranged
together?
Weight
in a
distribution.
rectangle. Yeah,
We got to be
so
realistic about it.
I built him a platform. I didn't just give him like one
Right.
stack of money to balance on
Because it's like
because
he's
he
probably
wouldn't
got
be
on
he
some,
wouldn't be on that kind of time.
He has some Jeremy Scotts on or something
Yeah.
crazy, so
he would
can't
want
balance.
stability. Like it would be.
Yeah,
He would put some planning into
but
that.
he
I
can
think.
deadlift 200 pounds.
Yeah,
it's
that's just nuts.
insane how small he is. He's 5'4".
He is truly like Kid
not-
Trunks. It's crazy.
It's
yeah.
nuts.
That Kid Trunks is nowhere close to the real Kid Trunks.
It doesn't
That is
matter
who he is.
how strong he gets. We can all beat him up because
I don't know.
we're taller than
Kid
him.
Trunks or
I
Kid Boo?
don't know. I
Paul,
don't-
you are more. I mean, you can beat me up. Connor can beat you up.
I don't
That's how it
know
goes.
if that's just
No.
totally square. I don't know.
No.
I don't know if that's just a completely. I feel like he could fuck us all up probably
Oh, maybe
to a degree.
Maybe. Yeah.
I feel like his speed is really underrated in a fight.
Yeah, and mobility.
Mobility, speed,
Yeah.
You just gotta-
strength, and also probably been in a fight more than any of us have, which is 0 times. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
You just gotta like fucking punch his diamond and it fucking brain.
Dude, I'm pretty sure that got
explodes.
ripped off, which obviously
Really?
that was going to happen at some point.
Yeah.
It got ripped off.
Yeah, he fucking crowd dove with it.
God damn.
Did
it.
someone
Like-
grab it off? They were like, boop.
Either that or it fell off. I'm pretty sure. Maybe that's a
Yeah.
made up story, but
How would it stay in? Anyway,
I don't know.
They
hook or some
sewed it
shit.
in.
Anyway, speaking of Uzi, we should get into maybe some music. Fucking,
Yeah, the Keem album. I was really liking that.
Yeah,
I've been
I,
sleeping on it.
I
Taking a nap.
fun one.
Yeah,
I fucking hit
baby Keem.
that up when it first came out, just kind of give it a rip through, and then I was like, yeah,
We'll listen to that again.
it's still Baby Keem, and then now it's just like one of those solid albums that I can put on a shuffle. This is like it's probably gonna sound so like basic, but hanging out with Max, you realize like it's so nice to just put a good album on shuffle and get to know it better through through a shuffle. Like if you drive around a lot, and because usually I listen to shit through playlisting, but it's underrated to just kind of put an album on shuffle that's like really good quality, like a Smino album or a Baby Keem album or even some Chance albums. Like they're really, you can really get more out of it the more you sit with it. And yeah, doing that with the Baby Keem one, it's like
Have you
it's really solid.
ever been punched? in
Yo,
your
motherfucking face. Oh, you
Uh,
haven't? Okay, wait.
Okay. Wait.
Fucking
Yeah,
Something like that.
I'm always just a straight through ripper. I'll just put it on and be like, all right, because I love just waiting for just knowing what's gonna happen next.
Oh
Just
yeah,
like the transitions.
Oh, I like
from
to.
things.
I like to get more familiar with the sequencing of an album too.
Like Whole Lotta Red was the first one where I was just like they stop, like none of them like fade into each other,
Right.
but you just know what's coming next. So like
Right.
if you don't get what's coming next, it can kind of fuck you up a little bit.
I
Yeah.
totally know what you mean.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I was trying to think what's like the best third of that album. You know, you divide it. It's 24 songs. You know,
What
you split
album?
it a whole lot of red.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
it was
Sure.
it was like and I was trying to I couldn't decide and I was like that's how you know it's like a strong, a consistently strong album. You know, I was like man I can't even. It doesn't like lean one way or the other. It's like I mean not that every song is like his best song. But like just all the way through, it's very consistent. It doesn't trail off at the end. I think the end
Yeah.
might be my favorite one, which is also I think the most slept on one. You know, because like a lot of the hits are up front. You know,
Yeah, like I know we eat Cardi's ass like every episode on this show, but I have to say, like, it's a testament to how effortlessly entertaining and interesting his voice sounds on any song because all of those songs have personality of some kind.
right?
They're all unique in some way, literally every single one, and you can't say that for a lot of people. There's to me, it's a no skip. Like, are there some songs that I will skip listening to it a year later, probably after 50 plus plays? Sure,
Yeah.
but like, there's no skips.
Yeah.
You know,
There's
there really
nothing where
isn't.
you're just like, I can just go past this one.
There's nothing that
Right.
you're like, if this was left off the album, it'd be better. Because it's like, we live in a post-album project world.
Yeah.
You don't need to be economical with an album. Most artists intentionally aren't because they stream better that way. I don't give a shit if your album is 4 songs. I don't give a shit if it's 35. It's a project. If it's 35 songs, guess what? Maybe I'll hear all of them in chunks.
If only
Because that's
5
how people listen to music now. It's just like, I don't
Yeah.
give a shit.
And if only 5 of them are good, then you'll put those 5 in a playlist. Or
Sure,
whatever.
I'm not going to call that a great album, but I'll say there were some good songs. And usually an album that's long that has 5 good songs, Usually you can sustain a shuffle listen on that also. Like the Yeet album, we were just talking about this. I found out this is probably maybe the first time I've talked about him on the pod, but Yeet, like if you're on TikTok and the algorithm puts like rap music in front of you, you may have heard this guy. I mean, because there was a big TikTok trend using the sound for the song Get Busy, and which was a leak or a teaser or whatever. And if you've never heard this guy, look him up. He's interesting. He's really interesting to me. But we were talking about, he's kind of like the first post Cardi rapper to me, where it's like he exists within the same context that Cardi's going for, but he's doing his own thing. Actually, he's not trying to catch up to him. He really is making his own lane, and that's cool to see because this genre of music, there's constantly new people coming in, but it can also feel stagnant at times. And so it's cool to just kind of see people trying something different and actually going viral with it. Like I think he and Tisa Korean are the two most impactful kind of internet rap artists out
Cardi
there right
or
now.
Yeet?
Yeet and Tisa Korean. I'm not really Cardi's signed to Interscope Records.
Right.
Like that's an artist. That's a whole brand right there.
Right.
That's different. But
I would say Yeet sounded, from what I just heard from him, is like someone where you could be like, oh, you love Whole Lotta Red or you love Cardi, listen to this guy. He doesn't sound exactly like Cardi, but he's like clearly in that style. Right. He's doing his own thing.
Yeah. I really get the vibe he has a hand in the. I haven't really looked into him enough. I need to do a little bit of a dive into his background, but I'm pretty sure he either produces the songs in his own style or he works with a producer that is consistently the same style, because it has the Whole Lotta Red effect of like,
the beats
this
were
was a couple sessions with the same produder.
Yeah.
But it's mixed in a much more kind of consistent way than Whole Lotta Red. It's cool. Good. The album's called Up to Me. You can check it out. I think he's independent. It was just wild. Like you find him on TikTok, you click on you find the sound that the sound is related to. It's got like less than 100K views on YouTube, and then literally less than a month later, he's got a picture with Drake on Instagram. And it's like,
that's how it happens.
That's how you flame the fuck up in this world.
That's how it happens, man. It's just like you make a song in your bedroom. That's all it takes.
And I got a banger TikTok. By the time this drops, you're gonna see it. Got a banger TikTok. It's already on my Instagram, but that'll be on TikTok. So I've been banned from posting this until the 26th. But
I got to freaking pee. But it's like about to hit an hour. So should I wait till it's over, or do you want to? Because we haven't like talked about.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we're cooking, folks. We're chilling.
Absolutely. So
we're in the pan right now.
Get it out of the way.
Yeah, and everything seems to be running perfect. No issues. So.
No issues. The Mario movie.
Oh my God!
The fucking Mario movie.
Before we move on, we gotta go back to video games real quick. I want to talk about this goddamn Mario movie.
Oh yeah. So
which is perfect because I don't think Tony even knows what the fuck we're talking about. Probably.
Oh yeah, no,
so
that's
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, come on, get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I got all excited about Sebastian Maniscalco being on it, and I was like, oh, he's just gonna be a person. He's just gonna be a guy.
Is he really in it?
According to I think the screenshot I saw had him, Fred Armisen, and someone else. I think.
Really?
Yeah, and I
didn't see any of that. I
think those are real.
I saw Chris Pratt as Mario, which is like really the most. That's just.
Yeah.
That just blows my fucking mind. Like that's just how deep we are into this just AI driven like fucking just everything is algorithmically like planned out.
Oh yeah.
Is that Chris Pratt as Mario? They ran a simulation to see if the world would blow up.
And then
if depending on which actor played it, and they chose the one that would make it blow up the hardest, and it's because it was Chris Pratt.
And it's so funny because it almost balances out with fucking
Charlie Day
Charlie
is
Day
fucking
is Luigi. Like,
and then
are
you have
fucking
Jack
kidding me?
Black as Bowser.
Dog.
And Miyamoto's like, I'm really looking forward to Jack Black, son. He is going to be a scary monster. I am
Oh
really
my
expecting a
God.
fantastic performance from Jack Black, son.
Jack Black.
And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And then
Keegan Michael Key as Toad.
Toad.
Bro.
As Toad.
Yeah, fucking Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong.
What the fuck does
Fred-
that fucking mean? Like he's gonna making that noise while he does the Donkey Kong down A?
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, and Maniscalco voices Spike. Who the fuck is Spike?
Okay, it's funny because
Oh, it's a goon.
so
Koopa goon.
Oh yeah, wait, isn't that Sebastian
Maniscalco.
Maniscalco is gonna play that
Is
goddamn
this
thing?
fucking green thing right here? Is Spike.
That looks like a
So it's funny. I was thinking the other day. I was just like, man, I was just thinking about like, I guess for the lack of a better word, like IPs. Like I was like, what are like? Every single IP is now becoming or like getting turned into a live action movie. And I was like, is there any that can't be? And I'm like, they're not going to try another live action Mario. And
Yeah,
but
well,
lo
you
and behold,
thought.
literally the next day I was like, I think a headline about like Chris Pratt. He's in it, right?
Yep,
Is he
he's
playing
Mario? Yeah, Charlie
and-
Day is Luigi.
And is it?
God
Wait, is
damn
it
it.
live action though?
God damn it.
Or is
I
it
don't know.
Is it an animated?
I
film?
don't know.
I don't even know.
It's totally gonna be animated, I
Yeah,
guarantee
it
you.
better
Okay.
not be live action.
Fucking Chris
Yeah.
Pratt
No
is
fucking
not
way.
going to be running around with abs as Mario.
Yeah.
That's just not happening.
I was yeah.
Luigi.
You're going to have Chris
We
Pratt,
need
who's
to go
taller.
save the princess.
Chris Pratt, who is probably taller than Charlie Day as Mario.
Yeah, so
and the
what-
only characteristic about Luigi
Is
that's
he's
different is that
taller
he's
than Mario.
taller.
I would think Charlie Day would be the better Mario. I don't know. Like that.
I feel like you should have gotten little.
It's me, Mario.
You should have gotten little more mozzarella to be like, "Let me break you over the head with a piece of semolina bread."
Well,
Nobody gets hurt.
my thing that kills me is it's just like if it's an animated movie, then why don't they just have old Charlie Martinet fucking do it? He's like, let's go like that.
Right.
Oh,
that
right.
homie. Like, why don't they just have homie do it?
well, so it's funny because
Yeah.
like they're gonna be doing Italian accents, presumably, which you just got banned for. But they're gonna
Yeah, dude. What's the, come
Well,
on.
I was also in a zoomed in shot telling people they're fucking dead, that they're gonna die. So
yeah, I guess so.
probably
it's
set
not-
off some sensors in TikTok HQ.
You're gonna fucking die.
Isn't there someone playing not Koopa Trooper but like a Goomba? Isn't there somebody?
I think that's the three of us.
Goombas.
Fred
for
Armisen
life.
is
Three of
Cranky
us.
Kong.
I'm not okay with that.
No, yeah.
Fred Armisen is weird, y'all.
Is he a weird guy?
I have
Confirmation.
first-hand confirmation. Fred Armisen is weird, and this is
right.
not breaking news, but I'm telling you, weirdo,
Alrighty.
weirdo.
Don't become friends with him.
Don't, ladies, careful.
I'm gonna cop that unfollow real quick.
He's a weirdo. But go ahead. What were you saying? Goombas.
There is no one listed as a Goomba.
God damn it!
So,
Christ.
yo, Max.
What's up?
I don't know if you're.
Your screen went off. But I don't know
I
if
think it's fine. Hold on, let me check.
Yeah, let's just
I
get
just
that.
on a timer.
Yeah.
folks, we take extra precaution here at Woke and Boke.
Pistachios. Yeah.
Don't say that.
Wait, don't say that word.
I didn't hear you, but don't say that. It's good.
Fucking talking shit on me right now. You fucking shit.
I'm
He
not.
said pistachio.
It's my favorite nut.
Yeah, but
Takes a certain panache.
takes a certain panache, you know.
I got a Mission Impossible under this shit right now.
Dude, I'm so excited to eat after this.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
stomach, my stummy's rumbling.
I think we're going to try the TB chicken tacos.
You're crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Nuts.
I know.
I'm not
know.
proud of it, but
That's
I'm gonna do
really
it.
That
more.
was the first thing you asked me. I was like, yeah, I went to Taco Bell on the way here. Did you try the new crispy chicken taco sandwich?
See, folks, when we get this
I
set
stay up
up,
to date.
when we someday get this set up that this is a business, we're gonna write off those tacos
Right.
because
Business lunch.
we're reviewing them for lunch.
Correct.
Because that's technically work.
It's work.
I'm working.
This is work right now.
I'm technically working right now.
Let me make
Yeah.
sure.
It's funny. We were talking about that new Batman movie, right? And I had brought up, I was like, man, give me just a
it's
fucking. Like, I'm tired of the movie. I mean, I think this new one's gonna be good, but I was like, give us a fucking HBO show where it's like, Game of Thrones
Didn't
level.
we we
early.
did talk about this. We had this idea
Yeah.
already.
but now news is coming out that there's literally going to be shows spinning off from that movie already coming to HBO. And I'm like, I want to be excited about that, but I feel like it's going to feel a lot like these Disney Plus shows to where it's like, yeah, it's all right.
I just think every goddamn media market's so oversaturated within itself. I'm just getting really, it's just, you're picking corn out of shit at this point with these fucking movies, including the Marvel movies, all major media, you're picking corn out of shit. Yeah. And it's a big pile of shit.
Because there's just nothing.
Ton of it. There's just a ton of it because it makes money.
Well, and it's like so there's going to be a Catwoman show, a Penguin, a Penguin show,
kill me,
and like a Gotham Police show.
And I bet you like
give me the
one
Batman
of those
show.
will be really popular because it'll probably be well written.
No, I mean,
like, and I'll have to watch it.
That's the best case.
I'll want to because fuck. I like superheroes.
But best case scenario, they will be well written and they'll be good. But I'm not holding my
written.
I'm not holding my breath.
Well written.
This is Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton.
I just feel like it's going to be some
low.
low.
Slurp of this, by the way.
Yeah, go for it. I'm just thinking it's going to be some low effort shit like the Marvel ones where they just have some.
The last time you scrubbed this, bro.
I'll put it in the wash every week.
Put in the oil wash.
No, the car wash.
Oil change.
Where the fuck was I? I think there's a better bet that they're going to be
well written.
that they're going to be more like the Marvel shows to where it's just like
this too?
This is not why I became an actor.
I just want all the effort to go into one good Batman show. I don't need spin-off shows about because
here's where
they're going with more quantity over quality.
I just want to watch Robert Pattinson get weird with it. That's all. That's all I want out of this.
I want him
Batman.
to be kind of nice with it.
Yeah, I want him to be just clean with it for sure.
I just want real
clean.
That's how broken our brains are from weed and late capitalism.
Just be real clean
and the internet, just completely unadulterated, unchecked, unfettered internet consumption.
Yeah.
To the dome.
Yeah, we totally don't need regulation on that.
To the dizzy.
I'm very well adjusted.
Yeah, where's net neutrality, dude? Well, we need it back. A Jeet pie.
Hi. I'm a Jeet pie.
I'm a Jeet pie. I like penis in my mouth. Yeah. You heard that song?
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
It's a good track.
Yeah. It's just a song about a Jeet pie.
Dude, have you seen if you want to talk about cinema and television, have you seen Malignant?
No, I've seen the ads for it. That looks creepy.
You got
it.
Dude.
Yeah?
Okay, so
I want to know your thoughts on it. I don't know if we talked about it.
Here's the thing. I knew from the beginning. First of all, what's the guy's name again? Directed it? Something Wan, James Wan.
James Wan.
That guy doesn't make
Witch? Did you do the Witch?
No, you're thinking of
he did
fucking
The Conjuring, Saw,
Insidious, right?
Which guy did Lighthouse?
That is Robert Eggers.
Yeah.
Robert Egg and Cheese.
Robert Egg and Cheese. The Aki way.
Rob.
This guy, James Wan, doesn't make fluffy movies, which I really like.
No, he gets to the point.
And I knew that. Not everyone's going to know that watching this, though. The first hour is pure buildup, like pure ball tugging for like an hour.
Oh, yeah.
But I knew everything was going to have a payoff because this guy does not waste your time.
No.
I got to give this guy fucking credit as a director. I've seen Conjuring. I've seen Saw. This movie doesn't waste your time. It just, the buildup was a little on the thicker end for my taste. It was like an hour of like, why is she touching the back of her goddamn head, bro?
Yeah.
This is the fifth time.
Once that foot's on the gas, though,
you are straight up. It is like a drag race to the end of that thing.
Seriously,
like literally the last frame. It's exciting.
Does she have a face on the back of her head?
You already have seen or know this movie.
I've not watched it.
Well, you spoiled it for yourself. What are you talking about? All right, this is a spoil cast for Malignant now. Yeah. So
put a spoiler warning, like alert, like a few seconds ahead of it.
But here's the thing: is it's also not like it's not rocket science. You'll kind of get there.
Yeah, I mean, we were really throwing guesses out the whole time, but it wasn't until Maxwell said, "Oh, that's why she's running back. That's why it's running backwards."
Yeah,
I was like, "Oh, fuck!" Because at first I was like, "Is she gonna be the killer the whole time?" Thinking like, oh, she herself is actually doing it the whole time, but she's just off the Dookie Smurf song. And I was like, it better not be that bullshit. Like, it better not be on some like Memento shit or something.
Yeah, where it's just like she just dissociates and
yeah. But it was like that, but better.
Exactly.
I knew because the movie's called Malignant. Where do you hear that word? Only really with growths or tumors. So I knew tumor was going to be part of the plot. They said remove the cancer. I knew the cancer or the tumor was going to be part of the plot. I figured there was going to be the monster was. I thought it was she had a big ass tumor on her and they cut it off and then it ran out of the lab. I feel like that was a good misdirection in the beginning. They're like, we're cutting the growth out of your body. And then there's like this big kind of like aliens scene where like everyone dies and this alien's on the loose and escapes.
It really does give you the monster on the loose vibes.
Right at the beginning. So you're like, okay, this thing's a separate monster from the girl. But what happens actually, so that part I did guess is that it was a tumor that was like advanced into like her twin. So you're realizing this creature's been fucking with her whole life, she realizes. But she has amnesia before the age of 8. But she was adopted after that.
Yeah.
Her sister doesn't know that. So you go back and basically this how it pans out is they're trying to every time this thing kills someone, it's killing the doctors that tried to cut it out of her body.
Okay.
Yeah.
So every time it kills someone, it like shows her the murder from her own subjective point of view, separate from the thing.
Yeah.
But she's actually the one committing the murders, but it's a little bit more complex than that. Basically, what's happening is they never cut out the tumor. Her abusive boyfriend pushed her into a wall and hit her head and cracked her skull open.
Yeah.
And then because they she had a full back of like this creepy monster.
Yeah.
They cut it off.
Like an alien, literally like alien.
They took, literally an alien. They took it off and then because it was conjoined at the brain, they shoved the brain back in her head.
Yeah.
And then she was good. And she had amnesia. She's good. She's living life. Shit cracks open. Her head cracks open. The brain matter comes out and is its own monster and has grown into like a face because she's had 3 miscarriages and it ate all the fetuses.
It ate all the fetuses, dude.
So it is able to trick her because it's conjoined to her brain into thinking she's somewhere else while it's going off killing these things. But this creature is running around backwards like this. You're like, what the fuck? That's because it's on the back of her body the whole time.
Yeah.
So she's been killing people the whole time.
Yeah.
But she thinks she's back at home.
So
And then there's a scene when this happens where they realize this happens and there's like a Matrix like hallway scene where it kills 30 cops. It like throws it breaks the fuck out of 30 cops.
is it just her arms like going backwards?
Yeah, it's her body.
It like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
just
And the
It,
way
like,
and
snaps
the
back
and the
and
way it
shit.
fucking resolves is she realizes she has the mental power to stop it from moving.
Yeah.
Because her brain is 70% of it.
Okay.
So it only has a minority control over it. So she stops it at the end.
because she just
And
had
then
to
they're
have
just
the
like-
illusion broken.
And then it's just like, cool, I didn't commit any of those murders. It was my tumor.
Yeah,
And it's
exactly.
like, and then the other thing that didn't make any sense was like it literally like does gun kata and kills an office full of armed police officers.
Yeah.
And then like the one hot detective guy, it's like barely able to fight.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, what?
yeah.
Like a character goes,
Like
bring
that-
the National fucking Guard.
Yeah, that chase scene was hilarious. So, like,
Yeah.
how are you still chasing this motherfucker?
And he's like, I'm crazy, and he like jumps off a 6-story building and lands on a dumpster,
Fucking
and he's
dumpster.
like, ugh. It's like, what? Your rib cage would be shattered, dude. Are you kidding me?
So
no
But-
way.
so it wasn't a perfect film. by
but it
any
was
means.
fun.
No, but it
it's
ended
fun.
up being good.
yeah.
Okay.
It was very
Ended up
fun to
being
watch.
good. When it switches over in about the hour 15 mark, yeah, it's like literally 6th gear to the end.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's cool.
So it's like well, okay, yeah, like you said, an hour build up and then like just action for a half an hour.
Yeah, but that build-up's still cool because it's
Yeah.
tugging your nuts the whole time, and you're like, what
It's
the
like, what
fuck
could
is
it
going
be?
on?
Right.
And it's like the fact that you know it has a payoff helps. If you don't, I can imagine like you would maybe get a little impatient or lose interest, but
For sure.
How scary would you say it is?
not scary.
No.
Not
James
scary.
Wan movies aren't
Not
really that
jumpy.
scary.
Yeah, he's not a jump guy.
He's like a guy who loves the suspense of a jump scare, but the scares are always they
More creepy than scary, right?
come
Yeah.
when you're like coming. when you're busting.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, his
Exactly.
movies make you bust. When you bust.
Yeah.
The right one will.
He makes busting films.
Right one will. Are you okay? Like, are you gonna pass out?
Maybe. No, I'm good.
Are you?
No,
No?
no chance. No.
Are you good?
Okay. Confusing. Yeah, you
Mixed
should just when
vibes?
we go home. Maybe we
Confucius?
should both just. Maybe we should just nap again.
Yeah, I mean, naps are
jealous.
tight.
Maybe I
Naps
should
are-
just nap until like 5.
give my brain reset, you know, because
And
I
then
feel
just
like
be
I'm
like-
just floating, you know.
Yeah, that's what we should do. We should get a lot of food,
Right, get a food baby going,
get a lot of water, and then go to
hydrate.
sleep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Let me just
Re-
go burn work down and fucking join. That sounds heavenly.
Don't
Yeah,
joke
dude.
about that.
Dude, I mean,
I wish I could.
if you want to go ahead and end your career there today, no one would stop you. Let me tell you.
You have a good point.
Just come chill.
No
We're
one
gonna
on this
take a
couch
nap.
would stop you. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
But yeah, what should we do? Should we get into Squid Game or should we read some of these emails? What do we think?
Squid Game was tight.
Minutes left?
I really liked the vibe of it. It threw me off when they got into the facility because it felt like, I don't know, like it looked like a little, I don't want to say low budget, but I was just like, wait, what the fuck is like? It just felt like a very real, like heartfelt movie, like him, like
Right.
trying to. He was like,
Well, you
like,
said it felt low budget when? Like during the beginning parts?
like when they get into the place and there's like the
Oh,
guy
yeah.
with the polygon mask and the red people, and I'm like, and
It
it's not
starts it starts to feel very YouTube original.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
You know?
some
Yeah.
YouTube red stuff, yeah.
But you know,
No, but then it goes. You're like, okay, no, that is actual. Like, this is like some twisted shit.
I'm really excited to watch more of it. I feel myself kind of getting back into like single cam TV shows and stuff, like getting
Yeah.
back into TV a little bit because Trish watches TV all the fucking time, and I'm like, I just don't watch TV that much. But every time I watch shows with her, I'm like, damn, this shit's like crack sometimes. When you got a good story, that episode was like an hour and a half, 2 hours long.
No,
was
That's
like
what it felt
45.
like, dude.
45.
Really?
Something like that.
No, wait, dude. It felt like the whole story leading up to him just getting to the shit
Right,
was like,
yeah.
fuck, this is like a fucking movie.
Right,
It's
I
like
thought
an
it was a
hour.
movie at first.
I thought it was
yeah.
gonna end when he got there, but then you get the whole first game.
Right, yeah. I thought it was gonna end there as
But
well.
the way they're like adding these little plot lines, and dude, it looks like a pretty.
The
And the
kid.
fact that it's like a Korean show and there's like recognizable
Hell yeah.
like that Return to Busan.
Yeah,
Tony was watching, and the guy from Train to Busan came on. He goes Busan.
I look over.
I'm like, yeah, I'm excited to dig into that show, and it makes me wonder: is there like other dope Korean TV? Because this is
Probably.
fire.
Yeah, I guarantee it.
I'm like Korean media is pretty fire. Like
You know what you guys should watch?
the movies I've seen from Korea are pretty sick. To be honest, if I had to be quite frank,
Let me double check on this. You should watch The Chaser.
Yeah,
what's that
I
about?
think I mentioned it. It's a disgraced police detective turned pimp who becomes involved in a breathless race against time to catch a psychopathic serial killer after one of his girls goes missing.
Is that a movie?
It is. It's a movie from 2009, South Korea.
Oh, okay.
Fun time. It's a fun time.
on
I'm gonna
That's on
add that.
Hulu.
on Hulu. Okay.
I'll add that to my letterboxd
Or
wish list.
Prime, I think, as well.
But yeah, we've only seen the first episode, but basically what it is it's a show about degenerate like gamblers or criminals in Korea that don't really have and it seems like it's almost in an alternate universe or a different future or something like that. Like
Yeah.
because you can sign contracts to give away your teeth and body. But maybe that's
Oh.
something they do in Korea. I don't know. But you know, like the
Yeah,
mobster
yeah.
was like, sign this away.
Right.
If you don't pay me, I get a leg in your fucking mouth or something like that.
right.
But yeah, people who are like super in debt to the bank and loan sharks, basically there's like a representative of the game that comes up to them and then like offers them a ton of money if they beat them in a game, and then of course they say yes, and then of course they lose like many times, but he's like, I'll take off 100,000 won for every slap. And so it's just people letting themselves get slapped over and over and over again until they win. And then they think they're just going to slap them back or like it's rigged. But then they're like, no, here's the money actually. And so that's when they pitch them to be a part of a game that will like basically remove all their debt in exchange for putting their life on the line. But they don't realize that. And so far it's like this weird game where they're all like there's like 500 people and they play schoolyard like red light, green light. And
I wonder if there's gonna be a Foursquare one or something.
I won't spoil it, but the way they find out shit's not sweet over at that
in the game
situation is quite something.
Yeah.
It's worth watching the first episode of.
I definitely know what you're talking about.
Yeah, were you awake during that moment or no?
I was awake during none of it.
Oh wow,
bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you're crushing nothingness at work and you can rip a TV show, or the next time you can rip a TV show, just watch the last half of that.
I do. Like when I caught glimpses of it, I was like, this is nuts.
Yeah, shit goes sideways pretty quick.
What was it? The Chaser, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get into some fucking emails. What do you say?
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Work email. Yikes.
Close that out.
Bucket
Out of here.
Oof.
Okay, this is cool. Oh, this is a classic. I'm pretty sure.
Oof.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, this is a pretty. We may have even answered this question before, but I like it because I don't think we have. This comes from Nathan. What's good? What's good, Boke boys? I have a simple question for you this week. Obviously, you guys like to smoke, and I'm usually a big fan of joints, but I recently got pretty sick Sherlock. I recently got a pretty sick Sherlock pipe.
Nice.
Very
dope.
tight. Very tight.
Very cool.
It's pretty dope, actually.
Dope, tight.
And for right now, it's my favorite way to smoke. My question for this week is, what is everyone's favorite way to get skoinched? And what is your favorite time to do so? Thanks again, Nathan. P.S. Connor mentioned last week, episode 101, that he was going to be doing another podcast. Is there any info on the new show? When to expect episodes dropping? I have no info on that. These guys do, though. That's all I can tell you. They know about it.
Right.
They're not involved in it, but I'm just saying they know about it.
We know more about it than
no
he
one
does.
else does.
Yeah.
You know more about it
Keeping it a secret
than even
from him.
I do. How?
That is correct.
No, I'm just joking.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I mean, listen, shout out Dankstop. They sent me that Mav bong and I haven't gone back since. I mean, it's completely destroyed my tolerance and finances, but I like a bong now. You can rip a ton of weed in a bong. It's a bong for a reason. So I enjoy it. It does make smoking like a bowl or a joint a little bit harder to get as faded on because I'm just kind of facing whole bowls.
Right.
Because it's like triple percolated honeycomb and it's an 18-inch straight glass Mav bong. But that's my favorite way. But apart from that, I like to smoke joints.
Yeah. Good joint is nice, but I'm still on that CFX Boundless, right? Of
course.
Right, which I think we made fun of in this very
About
room.
14 times by now, yeah.
And I always rip that through a water pipe with ice in it to keep my lungs cool. And I like doing it once a day, after all the work is done. Nice way to cap the night off.
Yeah.
It's my favorite time.
I use a one hitter. And I buy a lot of weed at once.
Yeah, Max is like the Buddha of weed. He
I'm
eats
chipmunk.
1 grain of rice a day, but
Yeah.
it's just one hitter. Yeah, you keep your tolerance very low.
Yeah,
Smart.
Those are good for that.
That's
yeah.
the galaxy brain way to smoke weed. Honestly,
Yeah.
is to smoke so much weed, so much goddamn weed. Since
Acquire
you're
gas, smoke small amounts.
like Max has been smoking weed every day since he was 18,
pretty much.
and
The
I love how
longest-
completely uncontested that statement was. And now there was no like, whoa, there was none of that.
Yeah, I went to Japan and then I just kind of had to stop. Like that's when I go on tour, I stop just because I'm not catching any charges. That's just
Right.
not in the fucking.
Which, by the way,
play.
if I have anything to say about it before I fucking die, there will be a Welcome Boke Boys Japan trip.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
One of these days, and we'll pod every
Absolutely.
day we're there, folks.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
100%. We'll do it on like the bank of a river with like fucking
Dude, yes. We
lilac
gotta
blossoms.
like literally all quit our jobs at the same time and do like a month or two vacation there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we got to do.
One condo.
Fuck life, dude.
No,
Let's just
for
do
real.
that. Literally, fuck life. I'll
Let's
make money
literally
again.
let's just each just save $3,000 and go to Japan for a month.
And
Is that
just,
all you need?
and
Pretty
like
much.
just be in a situation
After
where
airfare.
be in a situation where we're like hireable after that, and just quit all of our jobs and take like 3 months off
Oh yeah.
or something absurd, folks. Oh, and you could also do that in like Bali, and because Southeast Asia, some places are really cheap. But anyways,
Oh yeah.
I forgot what I was even talking about.
Dude,
Penis man.
going to fucking Hong Kong would be crazy. I was looking on Google Maps, just like looking at the city from like a 3D perspective,
Yeah.
and it's literally just like a sea of white skyscrapers. Like it looks like a future ass city, and it's like on. There's literally like a it's like an island right off of it too, I guess, that has it's fully covered in these like futuristic looking white skyscrapers. I'm like, this looks like nothing,
Dude.
no other city on the planet.
Hong
Going-
Kong is crazy.
Just out of
going to
nowhere.
Japan-
When did it get like that?
Really like pointed out to me how shitty the United States is with urban development
Yeah.
and like urban planning, because like you'll get out of a train station and you're in a mall.
Right.
Like
In
you'll
Japan?
literally just leave the train station and then you'll go up one escalator and you're in an entire mall that is bigger than any mall you've ever seen before.
Right.
And there's an entire store dedicated to Pokemon in there.
Dude, I've looked at
Yeah.
Tokyo.
And then you see Pikachu's just walking around. It's just things are happening.
Were you in Tokyo?
Happening. Yes, I was in Tokyo.
But like Tokyo is so mad. It's like you look on Google Maps.
Yeah,
It's a sea of
I was in-
city.
Yeah,
different
Pikachu's
parts
like
of
a
Tokyo
parliamentary
for a while.
member in Japan.
Yeah, exactly. He
Like, Mr.
basically-
Pikachu, what do you have to say about the attacks?
Pika-pee.
Pika-pee. It's like, take an
Thank you.
appointment with my secretary.
Thank you.
Pika-pee. Yeah, I remember, I've been getting, just on a little tiny side note, I've been getting way back into Mega 64 again. And
Yeah,
Rocco
you
Bodie was
have.
talking about going to Japan for the first time. And they were like, out at a restaurant, and he took a piss and just like looked out the window, and it's just like an alleyway with all Japanese signs, and he's like, "Oh, I'm in Japan," and I'm like, "Dude, I want to have that moment so bad. I want to have that."
Because you don't have it until you leave like the train stations. Because all the train stations still have secondary English.
Right.
Which side note, USA, fucking
Right.
like, we are the secondary language. Our ignorant asses. No, but like yeah, once you get into like town and you're just like away from mass transit, you're like, oh, I'm fully on an island in the
I'm a
middle of the
minority.
ocean. Yeah.
I'm a hardcore minority right now.
I am not from here.
I
Yeah.
stand
At
out.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's just
I
like-
can't
and-
wait to
and
be
also you're tall
6'5"
as shit.
there and be like,
It's a trip, dude.
and I'm just gonna basically ask people to pay me money to take pictures with them. You know? Just like, sure, for 40 billion yen or whatever.
Well, the thing is that you, with your look, people will think you're famous. So they'll just want to take pictures with you anyway, because when I was with the band that I was with, they were all tattooed and they had their fucking end of days kind
And
of
they are
fashion sense going on.
Not famous at
Not
all.
famous people at all.
No one's
And
actually.
people would just be like, I would ask you for pictures. And
Seriously.
it's just, yeah. it's-
We can't really underline how unfamous those people were. They are so no one. It's incredible.
insane.
And they live in the middle of absolute nowhere, folks. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
One
But,
more question, and maybe we wrap this.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta go. I'm gonna hit QT for the second time and eat some shit food on my way to work. It's gonna be awesome.
Exciting.
Get me a chili cheese dog. Yeah, it's one of those days, folks.
wish.
I have someone here just saying you should have Evan Collins on the show, which I almost feel like have we not?
Yeah, it seems like something we should.
We
do.
definitely should. We just haven't been doing a lot of guests because I guess just we switched to video and then I was just too lazy to like edit and also give a shit about a guest at the same time.
That's also
But
true.
we'll
That'll
do
happen.
more of those. I know you guys want that. We got an email. I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is from the subject line is loyal WNB listener 100 emoji,
All right.
which
Very
means it was
tight.
sent on a phone.
Okay.
Which is whatever.
Or you're a psychopath who has emojis in Gmail.
Yo, what's up, Connor, Max, and Tony? This comes from
What's up?
Sam, who may have written to the show
up,
before.
Sam?
Maybe not. I'm Sam, 20 years old from Minnesota.
Lay it on me.
What's up, Minnesota? I'd like to say I'm
Minnesota.
the biggest. Whoa, this is crazy. This is a crazy statement. This is a crazy statement right here, yo. I'm sorry.
Alert.
I'm yelling at Tony's ear. This is a crazy statement right here.
Really crazy. Yeah.
We're going to get to the crazy statement right now. Connor, hit us with it.
I'd like to say I'm the biggest WNB fan you guys have.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I've
Big
listened
statement.
to every episode at least once. I even ran a few back.
You're fucked up.
Love hearing your guys' movie suggestions and recommendations. I have 3 questions for you dudes since this is the 100th episode. First of all, Sam, let me just tell you something. I love you.
Yes.
I'm going
all
to say
do.
that. We love you. Thank you for that. That
Yes.
really makes my day to hear that someone's listened to every episode.
At least one person has heard every episode. Well, I guess we've all heard them all, but yeah,
I don't even know.
4 people for sure.
I was on every episode, but did I even hear? Was I deaf when we did those?
You
I
heard
don't know.
yourself speak, right?
I
So you
don't
heard it.
know.
So here's a couple. There's 2 questions, 3. I'll go through them and we can hot hit them.
Yep.
The 3 questions are: what is each of your frontrunner for album of the year so far? How do you rank the Spider-Man movies? And who is one artist that you really think will have the biggest growth breakout year? Could be musician, actor, or director. That's kind of crazy. That's an interesting question because it could be any of those 3.
These are huge.
yeah.
These are big questions.
We could spend
Hold on.
These are
a long
large
time
cues.
on
Let's
these.
each
but
take one.
I'll take that last one.
Okay.
How about you, album of the year, and you do the Spider-Man movies, Tony?
Okay.
That's a good split.
Cool. Turnstile. Glow On. Best
good
album
one.
of the year for me personally.
Definitely
as far
the-
as rock goes.
Definitely the most unique album I've heard this year outside of Donda. For
It
sure.
Yeah.
it is 35 minutes long. It feels like 10. So that's
And I can certify it's a headbanger. It's a thrasher for sure.
yeah, because it's got because when it goes punk, and then for the most part, it's dude, it's just like straight up what you'd hear on the radio in the 90s. Like,
And if
that's
you're
just kind of where I'm at
A
with
Dev
it.
Hines Blood Orange fan, he's on 3 songs and they're all good.
Smackers.
Tony, what do you think? Spider-Man movies. His ranking, by the way, which he included is, and maybe this is the same for you, but I doubt it. Number 1, Spider-Man 2. Number 2, Far From Home. Number 3, Homecoming. That's crazy. First of all, putting
Yeah.
those 2 in front of Spider-Man 1. We haven't
I
even
was
talked
gonna
about that.
say, I was like, man.
Number 4, Spider-Man. Number 5, Into the Spider-Verse. Number 6, Spider-Man 3. And then the last 2 are Amazing
Garfs.
Spider-Man 1 and 2.
Well, shit, I didn't even consider the animated one. It's kind of hard to compare that to the live action because it's just such a different thing. You know,
Yeah.
you have the animation
I guess
to
if you
consider.
had
and,
to, though.
but
where
if
would
I
you
had
place
to,
that?
I would say original Spider-Man 2. And then it'd be, you know, I would say the 2 Tom Holland ones and Into the Spider-Verse. I would have to think about how I
that
would order
probably.
those.
Yeah.
But like, you know, because I'd have to rewatch. It's been a while since I've actually seen any of those, but I did enjoy all of them, but less than Spider-Man 1 and 2. But then you have, you know, and then it's tough because like Spider-Man 3 is almost kind of in prequel territory as far as
Right.
like loving it for the meme and just
Yeah.
like, but it's like, it's not.
And those first 2, in the same way, those first 2 Raimi Spider-Mans hold up incredibly well.
Yeah.
I'm going to step in and say, I would have to say it goes Spider-Man 1, 2, Homecoming. I might throw Into the Spider-Verse above Far From Home, probably.
Yeah,
and then
that's
fair.
the rest, I
3
think you have in pretty good order. 3 and then the 2 Garfs.
Yeah.
Now, here's a question.
With 1 being better than 2, you know, even though those are the last 2, but the first Amazing Spider-Man, if I had to,
Now,
would
here's a
rank it
question
first.
that I pose: Venom or Spider-Man 3?
Oh, Venom.
Yeah.
Venom's a better movie than Spider-Man.
Yeah, I
3,
mean, you'll
easily.
never know what hit him.
Yeah, because you're never going to get him.
You're never
I
gonna
will
get him.
say that new Venom movie looks a little sus.
If it's 90 minutes,
It's going to be Woody Harrelson as Carnage, so I cannot wait.
no shit.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Let's go.
I can't fucking wait.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
getting Eisenberg
Yeah, dude.
vibes from him, like when he was Lex Luthor, just like where he's trying.
Lex Luthor.
He's trying a little too hard, or like he's like, oh,
I
Eddie.
hope he's trying way too hard.
Yeah.
I hope
Oh
so.
my God.
It's gonna be incredible.
Yeah, we will see.
Just his gap tooth smile, just like I'm Carnage.
No, I'm Carnage.
So the last question is one artist that you really think we will have
Who's
the
for the
biggest
people?
growth breakout year.
It's the people's weed.
I mean, like Baby Keem is definitely kind of in the midst of that right now. I don't
Yeah.
know quite how successful his album's doing, but I definitely think his moments on these couple albums have been really great.
He's crushing.
The Kendrick song coming out, like sandwiched in between Donda, amazing. So I would say him, and then I mean, I listen. I don't have like the widest radar of what's going on in music or movies, but I'd probably say Yeet is going to have a pretty huge year the rest of this year and next year, especially if he gets those TikTok sounds going more and more.
Kind of a dumb name, but if he can get big enough,
I don't even know if that's how you say it. It might be Yates, like
it's YEET,
WB
right?
or something. YEAT, but he puts umlauts over all of his shit. In the same way Cardi puts like asterisks on everything, he puts umlauts over like every vowel.
Very clean.
What's an umlaut?
The two dots.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so listen, Sam, fucking love you, man.
Yes.
Appreciate it a lot.
Thank you.
Consider yourself a gold star, premium platinum,
The
pussy
camera
getting woke and boke member. That's okay. We can say this all on a black screen. That's fine.
Yep.
But yeah, if you guys were listening all the way through, really appreciate it. This was a thick one. Maybe we'll have another in-person app next week. Maybe I mean, well, yeah, for sure. At least
Most likely, yeah.
At least the two of you.
66% of it.
Yeah.
But we gotta let Max go to work, so we really appreciate it. Love you guys. Check out all the links in our bio and check all that shit out. Peace the motherfucker.
Peace.